Good morning and welcome to the 445 Productive Through Joy show with your host and your boy, Dr. Michael Datcher. The show airs each weekday morning, hella early AF at 4:45 a.m. here on YouTube's Michael Datcher channel. Then 4:45 p.m. on Facebook Live. Guys, today we're talking about wisdom. Man, such an important topic. Thanks for being here. If you are new, you can go to productivethroughjoy.com to see about us. We speak to groups, schools, and organizations about being productive through joy, using joy itself as a technology to move us towards a more productive, really lived and living experience. You can also simply become a subscriber right now. Push that subscribe button, smash it, and get all these videos for free. I did say free. 1, 2, 3, 4, free. Thanks for being here. Take it easy, Bob Marley said. It's the weekend, y'all. Allow me to also say a few words about myself for those of you who are new. Even June Jordan says, what's up? My girl, June Jordan, I'm not sure if you know this, if you don't know my show. June Jordan was my, oh my God, professor, activist, inspirational leader, was my mentor, her and Barbara Christian in college. And talk about people who've had an impact in your life, man. It's hard to even think about her without getting emotional, or Barbara Christian, just, the ways in which people just living their lives, living integrity, man. Whew, impact our life. So, I'm not even talking about that right now, but I just thought about June because I'm wearing her shirt. I'm just grateful right now for her example, her courage. She's the queen, man. The queens, man. The queens. So, I'm distracted. I'm sorry. What was I saying? Oh, we're talking about me. Yes, so let me say a few words about myself. This is your host and your boy, Dr. Michael Datcher, author of the New York Times bestseller Raising Fences, author of the acclaimed historical novel Americus, author of the Pulitzer Prize nominated, brand new right now, Animating Black and Brown Liberation, a theory of American literature. It's like we get word, I think, first week of April is when that is announced. So if you are a praying, meditating individual, pray and meditate for me. Do that. That would be a great victory for the whole community if Datcher got the Pulitzer Prize. So pray for a player. I'm also the board president of the World Stage, a great nonprofit in LA's Crenshaw District. My educational background is UC Berkeley as an undergrad, my master's from UCLA, and my PhD in English literature from the University of California, Riverside. Guys, I'm an expert at being productive. I don't say that to brag or boast, but people are almost always surprised to see that level of productivity when they learn about my crazy background. I am the product of a young girl who was sexually assaulted at age 16, gave birth to me at age 17 as a result of that assault, and then subsequently gave me up for adoption a month later to an amazing single divorcee. Yet, at the time, no biological father, no adopted father, just difficult, complicated times for a young MD. If you're, I know people watch the show, some of you are adopted because that's come up. And, adopted kids, even when they have parents or a mother like mine who was amazing, loved me, and, it was great, siblings who love me, I mean, you're in trouble. I mean, you have to really deal with a lot of stuff. You have to work, or just not, or be in denial. You have to really do work on yourself because it can really destroy you. When your birth people give you up, I mean, it's a lot to deal with. Our kids are so vulnerable as it is. So I'm not sure why I'm having all this discussion right now. I'm going to give you my bio. Oh, the point, though, is that there's a little diversion, is that, look at me now. As LeBron James said, I ain't supposed to be here. But maybe I am. So that people who will come from similarly difficult or challenging or complicated backgrounds to know it's not where you're from, it's where you're about to go, right? That really inspires me. That inspires this show for sure. That inspires our business because we know that we can do anything that we visualize, set in our mind, and do our due diligence and place action behind those thoughts. As the old ones say, if you can see it, you can be it. So let's dive in. Today, guys, we're talking about wisdom and how making wise choices, living wisely, living in wisdom, being wisdom, or as the poet Kamal Daoud says, luncheon on a wisdom, out to lunch on a wisdom sandwich. Yeah, that's our topic today. So let's dive in. Oh, but yeah, so go to productivethroughjoy.com to see about us. Again, we speak to groups, schools, and organizations about being productive through joy. Have me come out speak to your group, school, organization. All right, guys. So let's dive in. So point one is that you want to make wisdom an aspiration. You know, wisdom is a subjective phenomena. A subjective. At times, it's an actual object. It's a subjective in terms of how it concretizes for different people, and that's okay. Meaning that one person's wisdom is someone else's foolishness. You know, I've experienced a lot of that because I've made non-traditional choices in my life, as did June Jordan. Whatever the case, you want to aspire to wisdom. All right, so that's point one. Point two is that as you aspire to wisdom, wisdom will come to you. I mean, as you seek books. So right now, let me just give you a quick example. So right now, in the morning, if you know the show, I get up early in the morning, I prepare for the show. I also do other things. I read, I write. So I'm reading now. I just finished the book of Psalms. There are 150 Psalms. I read a Psalm a day. I got done with that yesterday. So today I started the book of Proverbs. So I read a bunch of wisdom literature. At times it's Kemetic, it's ancient Egyptian literature. At times it's Muslim literature. At times it's the Bible. At times it's whatever. I just decide what I'm going to read. At times it's like Buddhist material. I'm reading through the wisdom, spiritual literatures of the world because that's smart. You want to know what people around the world are doing. It just makes sense. And many people are smart. Many people are wise. And so it makes sense to me to be privy to the wisdom literature of the world. That just makes sense to me. So now I'm reading through, I began today the book of Proverbs, the so-called wisdom literature that it is in the Bible, the Hebrew literature accredited to Solomon, the king, the son of David. Although there's lots of, there's lots of things that are, mythology, and much of what is attributed to him wasn't written by him. But the bottom line is that it's there for us to consume. So you want to take action in that way and read and accrue wisdom through accruing, for example, wisdom literature. And also equally important, which is point three, because you have wisdom inside of yourself, the more you know yourself, the more you commune with yourself, the more you can access what I'll call the internal wisdom, the intuitive wisdom, that still small voice inside of you that can guide you. And that is the most powerful wisdom because it's already inside you. It's the God inside you. And when you follow that wisdom, you are guaranteed to have abundance and success. Boom, goes to dynamite. That's it. That's all we have for today's show. We'll see you this afternoon with part 2 of this show. We'll explore these things deeper on Facebook Live today at 4:45 p.m. So until then, let's talk about it and be about it. Deuces.